Hello and howdy there, folks. My first film review of 2013 will be Jack Reacher. I saw Jack Reacher maybe a week to 10 days ago. So I saw it on the road. My memory may have faded a little bit. Also, this happens to be the film that my friend and I, it's becoming I guess a Christmas tradition. Well, we take a bottle of whiskey into a film and drink said bottle of whiskey while watching a film. And Jack Reacher was that film. So my memory may be a little bit hazy, or to think that I might have enjoyed it more than I did. I'll try not to talk too long about it because, again, I've almost forgotten it. But I'm going to give it a 6. I think it's deserving of a 6 because of the acting and the physicality of it. Anytime it has to be a physical film, in terms of action or conflict, I thought it was very well done. But weirdly enough, whenever it had to tell a story or make us care, it didn't do the best job. It was written and directed by Christopher McQuarrie, who came to fame from The Usual Suspects. He wrote The Usual Suspects. He did a small film, wrote and directed Albino Alligator, which I think was a play he also wrote. I'm not sure. And recently he did Valkyrie, which was, I believe, better than this, which was also with Tom Cruise. Tom Cruise is Jack Reacher, or as my friend kept saying, Jack Reach-Around, which, I don't know, might be appropriate. Let's see, Tom Cruise is in it. I never could pick out the lady. Robert Duvall is in it. There were some new faces to me. I guess those are the two people that I remember. Werner Herzog. Werner Herzog is also in it. Anytime that those actors are allowed to act, chew the scenery a little bit, it's very good, as I enjoy that. Again, you don't see Robert Duvall too much anymore. And so anytime Robert Duvall does a movie, I think it's good, and it's great to see him. And he didn't have a ton to do here, but again, anytime I see Robert Duvall, I'm not going to complain. And just to have he and Tom Cruise together, I thought was an interesting duo. The whole second act of the film, I didn't care. It seems like kind of an, not really action-packed, but action-y first act. And then for the second act, it's all exposition. And for the third act, it's pretty much back to all action. The second act, I just got bored. Just bored. Didn't care. Nothing interesting was happening. So, yeah. I don't know what else to say. But every time that there was a fight scene, a fight sequence, car chase, gunfight, they were all well directed. It was like McQuarrie wanted to focus on telling his, again, the physical stuff, being a action director, making sure everything, moves seamlessly. And it did. It did do that, but there was just, again, no reason to really care. I thought in some parts that it was obvious that couldn't happen. That logic went out the window. Obviously, physics go out the window as soon as you sit down to watch a movie. But, you'd like to keep some logic intact. Logic is definitely missing from this film quite a bit. There were blatant scenes that it just couldn't happen. Even according to the story, it just couldn't happen. So, whatever. Also, I just lost it. Well, maybe I'll think about it. But anytime that it's, it let people act, I enjoyed it. We meet Werner Herzog. Werner Herzog is basically the villain. He's a fine villain. He doesn't have to do much, but look mean and talk in that voice that he has. And some people believe Werner Herzog's a villain anyway, so I guess it's easy for him. God, what did I want to say? Oh, it kind of betrayed characters here and there. This is just me, but this is the kind of stuff that sticks in my craw for a film. And it's just totally like ignoring the character or doing something just totally out of character. So you've got this lawyer, a beautiful woman. I can't remember her name. I did recognize her, but I can't remember her name. Beautiful. I guess the whole point, she's shapely, she's bosomy, I guess you'd say. But she's this district attorney. Oh, what is his name? Ken Jennings? Oh, no, it's not Ken Jennings. Anyway, so you've got this lawyer, district attorney, or no, she is a lawyer, and she, she fights for the little guy, and she's fighting for truth. She stands for justice, and she's kind of a prude, brilliant mind, prude, whatever. But the entire time, this righteous warrior, has her boobs hanging out of her dress. And it's just like, would she do that? Would someone who's so intent on being taken seriously and want to change the system and, again, she stands for something, would that person just walk around with her boobs out all the time and just like distractingly out, like in danger of, nipple slip? I don't think so. And it just kept on making me mad. And I couldn't believe that watching this, amazing, vision of cleavage was making me mad. There was just no reason for it. So, I don't know. That's just one thing that kind of pissed me off. Also, there are things that happen, and I'm not sure why they happened or what was going on in the scene. My friend and I were talking about the film after, and we knew exactly what scene we were talking about. It happens on the shooting range, where something looks like it's going to happen, but it never does, and it's never explained. And so we just both agreed that Jack Reacher was, hallucinating it or using it to motivate him. We don't know. So we thought of that, we explained it through art. So hopefully that's the answer. I don't know what else to say about it. Tom Cruise is intense. He's always intense. The fighting was really well done. The fight choreography, I suppose. Very fast. It looked real. I thought it was authentic to how people might actually fight in that, situation. Again, the gunfights were anything to do with an action movie was very well done. The gunfights, the car chases, the fight scenes. But anything to make you care about those things was not there. So, kind of seemed hollow. But there was some acting that really brought it out. For me, that really saved it for me. Again, anytime I get to watch Robert Duvall, I think it's pretty cool, especially for it to be, it was just interesting to see Tom Cruise and Robert Duvall together. I don't know if that's happened. And then Werner Herzog as a villain is always fun to watch. So there you go. I think that's a 6 is a fair score for Jack Reacher. Thank you very much.